up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, The Unpopular Party, hosted by me, Party Next Shore. And today, I am back again with another Baddies recap. But this episode was more interesting than the last week's episode. So yeah, let's just get into it. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe. And make sure y'all turn that bell on so y'all can be notified when I post. I know some people on TikTok be like, we want more YouTube videos. I'm like, baby, I'm posting. I don't know what to tell you. So turn the bell on, subscribe, and let's just get straight into it with my thoughts. All right, so the way we kicking off this episode of Baddies, we can see Rolly and Biggie walking in, just doing their morning chit chat, smoking. And they're talking about the performance that happened the night before. Razor then joined them. She hung over. She's like, she's sick. They briefly touch on the Scotty situation. Razor like, look, I'm over it. We moving on. It is what it is at this point. So next we see Tommie and Natalie. And speaking of Tommie and Natalie, yeah, the fight. So I did see the fight between Tommie and Natalie, but I saw it on free on Twitter. Somebody was streaming it. I said, look, let's check it out. And for the most part, it's what I've been saying, just a quick little money grab situation. Tommie entered intoxicated, clearly, I don't know from what, but you know, she was real disoriented. And Natalie walked in like she was ready to boil. Training all week for this moment. You know, Natalie got her do-do-do. Yeah, the ref called it out. It didn't last too long, but what got me was afterwards, they was hugging and they was laughing.
You did that. You did that. You did that. I know boxing, baby.
So yeah, I'm like, this is probably just a quick little money grab, because at the end of the day, it don't make nobody look bad. Tommie can always go out as like she was drunk or whatever. She wasn't taking this boxing match serious. And you know, Natalie have her head boosted and they can set up for a rematch. At the end of the day, everybody got paid. It was kind of like the WWE. This was like the WrestleMania. Then Tommie put on live, she was like, if you believe that, that's on you. I don't know. I just wanted to briefly talk about that fight. We see Scotty and Chad, they just chit-chatting. Stunna joined them. Kat said she proud of Stunna for her performance and they was able to make it through the night. Scotty asked, you know, Stunna, did you and Tommie have a conversation? Stunna like, you know, we chatted. Kat then said that, you know, she didn't like the fact that Tommie was lying because she kept saying she didn't throw the drink. And when they finally reviewed the footage, it showed that Tommie did indeed throw a drink on Stunna. Kat like, Stunna ain't been lying. Stunna like, see, I told you I ain't been lying. So now we see Lo and Sky chit-chatting. They talking about the previous night. Lo was like, you know, they had fun. They felt like rock stars. Then, you know, Rock joined them. And they talking about how Krishan was just kissing everybody. Like y'all. And DJ Sky, she starts talking on the Tommie situation. How Tommie was irritated about Rock going last. But you know, Rock was like, that's something small. Like, you know, I like Tommie. This don't really have nothing to do with nothing. It's something that we can move past. I know Lo was thinking like, well, why you ain't had that energy with me? I get a fist to my temple and Tommie just get a that small. And somehow, you know, DJ Sky, she started talking about the situation between Scotty and Razor. And she was like, I feel like somebody is lying. Rock kind of like, why are we talking about this? But yeah, they walk off and then boom. So the next scene, Biggie walks in on Natalie and she's speaking her Spanish. I'm like, baby, J-Lo ain't got nothing on Biggie. So Natalie like, look, I'm tired of getting these girls together. I'm finna get somebody that's gonna get the girls together for me. So Natalie tells Biggie, it's your job to go and get the girls together and that's what I want you to do. So Biggie going through the hallways, you know, underlay. So Biggie going, everybody wrong. She like, get ready. Natalie said, get ready. He walk in on Stunna and Kat. It was a cute little moment.
How are you guys?
What's good?
Y'all look like y'all ready. Y'all look like y'all ready. Y'all look good. Y'all look good. Tú estás matando.
Translate.
Biggie was like, okay, y'all look cute. Stunna like, yeah. Then she started speaking Spanish. Stunna like, translate. I'm like, Stunna just one of them girls just got like a little smart mouth. So all the girls get together. And they look good. And you know, Natalie talking to them, Tommie entered. And Natalie tell them, y'all, I got bad news. So somehow the Baddies bus broke down. I'm like, how the bus break down? This bus that went through some things. Last year they lost the bus. This year it broke down. And Rolly said, girl, it's a 2023. Trying to set us up. They're like, no, y'all, I swear, y'all. Natalie like, we gonna take a party bus. And it makes sense because we only here for one night. We finna drive through Vegas. And Natalie started talking about some other little sidebars. Check out how she's like, Krishan, what you doing? Krishan, I'm on the phone with her man. They're like, oh, y'all back together. I guess this is when they broke up because Natalie like, y'all back together. She kept me up at 5 o'clock in the morning venting about him. So yeah, then Natalie told them, you know, y'all gotta stop being childish and petty when it comes to reposting the flyers. She's like, y'all doing good, but you got one person posting it and scratching somebody out. One Stunna reposting, putting the grandma emoji over Tommie. And now they're like, I can't repost this because y'all being messy. And some of them think it's funny. Stunna then starts saying it's the grandma to me, referring to Tommie. Tommie's like, look, I ain't got time because she walk out. Tommie says, I ain't 40 and I ain't touched 40. Technically speaking, she is right. She's 38. So she said she wish she was, or she said she wish she was 85 so she could really stun on them. But she was like, that's the only thing that they have to say. Like, that's the only dig they got. Which is true, because that's all they refer to when it comes to the girls who older, but I think it's just a thing of like, you know, you my mama age, acting like this, and you got kids and your kids got kids. Oh, still trying to be a bad girl. You know, we shouldn't age shame. The way it's looking, about 15 years, you're gonna be the next to the baddies doing the same thing. Anyways, they in the party bus, they vibing, then they get to the club, they walk in, they lit. Blueface pop up on Krishan, so they in the corner chilling. And then, you know, for the most part, we finally see DJ Sky DJ. So, at first it was some other DJ. Then she finally walked around the booth and she was like, oh, it's so awesome. It's another DJ here. We feeding off each other. I said, okay, so we finally get to see her in her element. We thought. So everybody's performing. Krishan performed, Tommie performed, Stunna, the usual. Rolly done perform. All of a sudden, the DJ who was DJing, she was like, I got a surprise for you guys. Tommie look up and the DJ done went from behind the DJ booth till she got the mic and she performing. And she's performing her song.
Now the DJ done turned into a rapper, she playing her own shit. This is when I gotta look at Natalie like, Natalie, for real?
In which, at first I had two different reactions. At first I was like, girl, what is you doing? Like, you need to be DJ. But the other side was like, wait. It's kind of smart. How y'all gonna tell me what to play? It's my set, I'm the DJ. So if I wanna put my song on here, I could quickly add my little song. Why not? Why not? So once I kept thinking, I was like, okay, it's kind of iconic. I'm here for it. You know, Natalie in her confessional, y'all, I'm gonna play it cool. But you know, this is what I was talking about with Tommie. They just can't be doing stuff like this. I'm like, okay. So the next day, cause you know, they done left the club. Natalie go in there and she's talking to Sky. She's like, I'm trying to see where Rock is. Apparently Rock is missing. Natalie like, you know, I've been calling her, I've been texting her, trying to see where she at, and she MIA. Like Sky said, when Rock see Blueface, you know, she dipped. But baby, Natalie start talking wet to Sky. She's like, okay, but when I brought you on here, I brought you on as her babysitter. So that means you supposed to make sure she good. I don't mind you DJ and all that stuff, but you're her babysitter. So I'm looking at you sideways. I'm like, DJ, you gonna let her talk to you like that? And Sky's like, well, she left with Blue. Nat like, well, you should have left with her. I'm like, no. Last time I checked, DJ Sky only had one child, not two. First of all, this babysitter stuff is just whack. If y'all wanted to add her to the show, just say that. All this other stuff like the DJ and just cut it out. If y'all want to just put her on the show because she was a good fit, just say that. Rock is a grown woman. She know how to come back to her house, purposely not coming back. It's grown. She don't need no babysitter. DJ Sky put that on her by saying like, you know, I'm gonna make sure she's straight and stuff like that. But she wanna have fun. As you can see, she trying to perform her music too. But Natalie then talked to her about that improv stuff. Cause she was like, look, we can't just be doing stuff like that. Like, you know, I don't mind you performing your music, but I gotta know this type of stuff. And DJ Sky responded exactly how I was thinking. I would have been like, okay, I feel you. However, you're gonna have this conversation with me. You just go on, get up and walk down that hall and have the same conversation with Lo, cause that's literally what Lo did the other night. She performed her song. And obviously, if Natalie had that much of an issue, like you would say it to me right then and there or afterward. He in a whole new scene. We done changed clothes. I got a fresh new face of makeup and all this. So now you wanna bring it up and talk to me when the camera's right here. And then once Sky said that, here go Natalie. Well, you know, going forward, let's just not deny, girl. And then Natalie, look, kahunas done dropped. Cause she gonna tell Sky, until she walked through that door, I'm on your ass, cause that's your responsibility.
And took off. It's a reflection on you. Until she is here, I'm on your ass. Like, for real, I'm on your ass. Put the location on you, tell her when she walks through this door. And like, I know y'all are cool, but you should really be mad at her, cause now I'm mad at you, low key. You don't want me to be like, hey, Sky, I'm gonna send your ass home on some real shit because what the fuck are we doing? I need you to be on this little girl.
Sky, you a good one. You a good one, Sky. And you already know Natalie finna, and then Natalie just won this little boxing match. Oh, next season, Natalie finna be, look. Y'all can see I knock them out. Next scene, we see Lo and Razor talk. And then I'm gonna say this, cause I know I say this every video, but I'm gonna say it. The girls look good. Before said, I may talk about them, but this is one good looking cast. I may say they did some dumb stuff, or I may say they did like some irritating stuff. When it comes to the face card, I gotta give them that. Face card is approved when it comes to it. So Tommie joined them. They're talking about Sky performance, how it's improv, and you know, they start talking to Tommie about the Stunna situation. Tommie like, look, I'm over it. The girls still wanna have this grudge, it's not my issue, but I'm over it. But you know, Lo and Tommie, they enjoy their little conversation. Lo said, you know, Tommie's in a separate house in the back, so she don't get to, you know, chill with the little folks who got to share a room. It was good talking to her one-on-one. Next we see Biggie. Okay, let me just talk. So Cat wants Stunna and Biggie to talk it out, but you could just tell, I don't know what what happened. Biggie was not feeling it. Biggie looked agitated. Biggie looked upset. Biggie just looked like, I'm not feeling it right now. Cat like, let's mend it. Biggie like, I don't care for the girl, so I don't care. They like, you know, what's your issue? Cat even like, she felt like Biggie energy was just off. However, I don't care what nobody say. Cat set this situation. Cat was being messy. Cause how you gonna bring the girl I don't like to me and wanna be the mediator? Then you gonna walk off talking about something. I'll just handle it. Nah, you wanna be Ayana, have a sit down and fix the life. You can't leave until the situation is mended. She knew what she was doing. Cat not dumb. Stunna and Biggie is talking and Stunna like, you already apologized to me. Biggie like, I don't recall. Stunna like, now Biggie. Stunna like, girl, you really wanna play cause the camera right here. Off camera, you apologize, this, that, and third. One thing about it, when Stunna is talking about stuff, she like me, cause I ain't got no reason to lie. And I'ma drop receipts and I'ma drop facts. No, you remember yesterday at 6:45, the sun was setting and it looked like it was about to rain. You came up to me and said that you apologized for what was said and what happened. I said it's all good and we shook on it. That's me, cause it's like I don't have no reason to lie. I'll give you every detail. Like, you remember that grasshopper jump past? So he was like, whoa, like I'm finna throw everything in there cause what I gotta lie for. So I do believe Biggie and Stunna had a little one-on-one. Cause even earlier in the episode when Biggie walked in, Stunna was like, you look cute or whatever. They looked like they was on good terms. I do feel like they had a little sidebar, but Biggie just must have been like upset about something. Anyway, but the conversation's getting heated. And it's like a battle of the voices. Like one high pitch, one low pitch. But you know, they saying some things where it's just like, okay, we're being mean.
Baby, I worked hard for mine. See, okay. Like, I'd rather give my mother my money. I'd rather give my mother my money
you hear me though?
than sit there and
don't make more
baby,
money than
you lay on your back.
You wish you was getting dick out. False nigga, I wouldn't fuck you.
I
You're
don't
always
wish I was
complaining about not getting dick. That's because nobody wants to fuck you. You're basically like a nigga.
To nobody.
You're basically like a nigga.
How do I complain about that? I don't even speak to you.
I'm not getting any dick. All the rest of you are. Like, you're like a man, bro.
I didn't say that. Okay, that's mejor que yo. What makes you better than me?
Biggie talking about something. If I was your mama X, Y, and Z, Stunna like, please don't bring my mama into this. Biggie like, all you do is lay on your back. Stunna like, you wish you was laying on your back. You wish somebody was effing you. I said, that's mean. It's like, you going there with me, I'm finna go there with you. Yeah, you know, she's talking about her voice. So this producer, which I don't know why she randomly decides to just walk up and just try to calm stuff down. If I was Stunna, I'm like, so I've been getting fought on this whole season. Now you wanna tell me to come. Where were you at in my Nancy voice? When Rocky was getting jumped, where was you at? Cause she ain't had that bitch back.
You understand, right? You was getting jumped, where the was you? You didn't have bitch back.
But in the midst of that, Stunna said something. I don't know what Stunna said, but Stunna struck a nerve. She said something about, you know, so many people been trying to F you, or B's been all I know, whatever Stunna said, they hit a nerve, and Biggie said, boom, hit the girl. After she hit her, it looked like it cut an angle, but I kind of figured that because it looked like they were saving this fight for next week. It's gonna be the whole episode next week. But yeah, it was like a boom, boom. But this episode was more interesting. Now, next week, they headed to Phoenix. And half is on this private jet, the other half is on the bus, in which I don't understand how they film it on a private jet. You must be flying. And then on the outside, you able to get footage of the outside. Maybe that's them loading the plane, but unless it's a drone following Zeus to wherever, taking no footage of the outside of the plane. But the people on the bus, Tommie, rob a store. I'm like, y'all wanna be set it off so bad. I wanna be clear and it's like, what y'all stealing for? With face masks. Like, that had to be fake, cause ain't no way, cause if I'm that store owner, yeah, this is them officer right there, arrest them. But next week we see a fight break out on the private jet. And it's Razor, she going off, and you know, they've been on this bus drinking. And y'all know how Razor get when she gets some Casamigos in her. Now, Razor, I gave you a pass the first time. It's only so many times. You know, if this is the case, you could let this Casamigo best you. I was trying to figure out who she was fighting. So, slowed it down, and I would like press pause. And I was like, could she find someone that had like a specific type of texture here in a pattern shirt? And that same person was Stunna. And I was like, oh, okay, Stunna versus Razor. That's something I wasn't expecting, but you know, here. But you guys, that's all I have for this recap. What did you guys think of this previous episode? Did you like it? What did you guys think of the fight between Natalie and Tommie? Please put all that in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!